Hello, my name is José Ignacio Sepúlveda and I'm gonna present neurons. Neurons are the basic building blocks of the brain and nervous system. They are special cells that send and receive information through your body. An amazing fun fact about neurons is that scientists have discovered that adults can grow on new neurons in their brains. This is a big deal because we used to think that once we're adults, we couldn't make new neurons. Some key concepts of neurons are a cell body is the main part of the neuron. It contains the nucleus which controls the cell's activities. Dendrites, these are like tiny branches that come off the cell body. They receive messages from other neurons. Axon, this is a long timed excitation that carries messages away from the cell's body to other neurons, muscles, or glands. Thank you.
The nervous system is divided into two parts, the central nervous system and the peripheral nervous system. The central nervous system is composed of the brain and the spinal cord. The brain receives and processes all the information, gives the response to the information, generates memories and thoughts and emotions, while the spinal cord only conducts the signals from the brain and the brain to the body. The peripheral nervous system is composed of several parts. Its primary parts are the motor neurons that run from the central nervous system to the muscles and glands, and the sensory neurons that run from the sensory organs to the central nervous systems. From the motor neurons, the somatic and automatic nervous system is derived. The somatic control the voluntary movements, while the autonomic system control the involuntary movements, like digestion or respiration. From the automatic nervous system, the sympathetic and the parasympathetic division are derived. The sympathetic division perform the fight-to-fight, and the parasympathetic division perform actions like rest or digest.
So the neurons are characterized by their electrical excitability, which can translate into the ability to conduct to the nervous system, and they can transmit to other cells like the muscular system, and they are particularly abundant in the brain, so in the human, which can occur to the animal species. In the neurons of an adult, they not usually reproduce, but they can continue to be created in the brain from the stem cells and the progenitor cells. There are only two locations in the brain, the subcranial zone and the hippocampus zone. In this process, they are called neurogenesis. This does not mean that the entire neural network is replaced or restored, nor that in a cope, but with this disease they can restore it, and since the new neurons are with a very specific models, they are such as smell. Neurons are not the only nerve cells that exist. They are also called the glial cells, which comparts the nervous systems with the neurons cells.
Of a neuron. The neuron is composed of cell body, axon, and dendrites. The cell body of a neuron is the control of all the neurons. It's composed of cytoplasm and nucleus. The axon extends from a cell body and often gives to many smaller branches before ending the nerve terminals. The dendrites extend from the neuron cell body and receives messages from other neurons. Synapses are the joints of two neurons that can connect together. The dendrites are covert synapses from the end of axons from another neurons. When a neuron receives or sends messages, they transmit electrical impulses along their axons, which can range in a length from a tiny fraction or an inch to 3 feet. Thank you.
Neurons are fundamental cells of the nervous system, responsible for transmitting information through electrical and chemical signals. Each neuron consists of three main parts: the soma or cell body, dendrites, and the axon. Dendrites receive signals from other neurons and send them to the soma, where they are integrated and processed. The signals then travels along the axon to the axon terminals, where the neurotransmitters are released to communicate information to the next neuron across the synapse. There are different types of neurons, such as sensory neurons, which carry information from sensory organs to the brain, motor neurons, which transmit commands from the brain to muscles, and interneurons, which connect neurons within the brain and spinal cord. Efficient functioning of neurons is essential of all body activities, from thinking and movement to automatic functions like breathing. Neurosciences research continues to uncover more about these incredible complex cells contribute to our cognitive and emotional abilities.
Hello, my name is Diego. The topic is the neurons. The neurons divided into three types. The one type is the motor or responsory neuron. The motor or responsory neuron is the characteristic important is the signal from the central nervous system is the multipolar, and the voluntary moment while walking. The voluntary. In the second type is the interneurons. In the interneurons, is the neuron to neuron interpret the signal and the information coming from the sensory neurons. Is the sensory. Is the multipolar, multipolar, and sensory or receptor neurons is the outside to central nervous system. And the unipolar one unipolar, and the male or son to the brain. Is the difference is the motor and interneuron and sensory neurons is the different characteristic is the difference is the type is the important of the biology. Thank you for your